The man turned on his camera, then adjusted the elevation turret of his sniper rifle. Next, he picked up a pebble from the ground and popped it into his mouth, a trick to suppress his nervousness so he could land the kill with pinpoint accuracy. But his every move had already been spotted by the enemy sniper across the way. Unfazed, he kept crawling forward on his belly, and as he slowly crept out of the sand dune, the hidden enemy sniper pulled the trigger without hesitation. And just like that, the resistant sniper was taken out cold. Soon enough, the sniper's body was transported back to the camp. Seeing his once-living comrade reduced to a cold corpse, Ivan's rage flared instantly, and he made a silent vow in his heart. He would take down that enemy sniper no matter what. It wasn't long before headquarters sent word. The enemy was deploying a sniper team to launch a surprise attack. Ivan and his fellow soldiers set up an ambush along the enemy's expected route. First, they planted a slew of anti-personnel mines on both sides of the road, then marked their firing positions with a single leaf and lay in wait 300 meters away, ready for the target to show. As time ticked by, several enemy soldiers came into view one after another, and Ivan tensed, his finger hovering over the trigger, fully prepared to fire. The moment the enemy troops stepped into the kill zone, Ivan pulled the trigger without hesitation, detonating the bombs. And in an instant, every last one of the ambushing soldiers was blown to bits. To prevent further surprise attacks, the resistance fighters dug trenches around the perimeter of their base, and Ivan and his team stayed nearby, responsible for covering the rear of their fellow soldiers. But this mission would end in disaster. Ivan would defy orders and, in his recklessness, get his comrade killed. As they scanned the surrounding area, Ivan suddenly spotted two enemy soldiers through his sniper scope. He adjusted the scope to get a clearer look, and his blood ran cold. Those were the very men who'd murdered his wife. Rage consumed him instantly, and his teammate warned him repeatedly to stay calm, shouting that firing would give away their position in an instant. But Ivan was blinded by hatred. He flipped off the rifle's safety, racked the bolt, and squeezed the trigger. A single bullet flew out, taking down the enemy soldier before he even knew what hit him. But that one shot blew their cover completely. The enemy sniper, the same one who'd killed his comrade earlier, had been lying in wait nearby all along. While Ivan was locked onto the second enemy soldier, he had no idea the enemy sniper had already targeted them. In the blink of an eye, a bullet struck his teammate. Then the enemy unleashed a blanket of artillery fire on their position. Ivan narrowly escaped death by diving into a dry ditch nearby, but his teammate had taken a fatal hit and died right there on the spot. Racked with guilt over getting his comrade killed because of his impulsiveness, Ivan stared at his teammate's personal effects, overwhelmed by a crushing sense of remorse. His superior officers tore into him harshly, but Ivan couldn't even begin to forgive himself. So, without telling his superiors, he snuck out alone and infiltrated the perimeter of the enemy camp, determined to avenge his fallen comrade. What he didn't know was that the enemy's ace sniper had already set up multiple positions and laid a trap for him. And just like that, a one-man against an army sniper showdown began.